Gather round, island lovers. It's Demi and Jasmine with your fire pit chat, your daily dose of all things Love Island. And wow, have we had tech issues tonight? So,
holy shit.
We might be sassy little bitches tonight.
I'm sassy because honestly, I've never felt so much anger when watching an episode before of Love Island.
So what are you most mad about?
Okay. It's like, one, I feel like everything about this episode was just straight up like nasty and rude. I think the producers like really need to like go home and look at themselves in the mirror because first of all, two normal people went home for Joey Essex. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So basically Sam left. I'm still talking about Sam.
Yeah. Right.
Because of Joey Essex. And then you're going to tell me that Joey Essex can be with one girl for 2 weeks, lead her on. Then the minute his girlfriend comes into the villa, that girl goes home. You can't even have a bombshell sitting at a table waiting for him, just kind of like how they did with Mimi when she was left standing up there.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you can't even give her the opportunity to have a night, like, not the night they're making out and they just got back, but you can't even let them be coupled together and then let her, like, try to figure something else out. Like, she really got such a bad end of the stick with that. It was so mean.
Exactly. It was, like, straight up mean. That's why I felt so gross. Like, it wasn't, like, ooh. The thing is, sorry to cut you off. I'm very passionate about this.
No, I love it.
The thing about the thing with Joey and Grace is they were so hot and heavy right when it happened that we didn't even have time to fall in love with them. So we didn't even watch them like, will they, won't they? Now they did. You know what I mean? It's like it was just a shock to all of us, the viewers and the people in the villa. And so that's the thing. That's why I don't like that, because there's like, I wonder if they knew. I don't know if this was planned, but it's like, you didn't even give us time to like you guys as a couple. You can talk and then I'll keep going.
No, please. Like, are you kidding? All I do is cut you off every other episode. Like, this is so nice.
Well,
but
okay.
I will say,
no,
you go.
No.
No, but I will say it is hard to root for Joey and Grace because they had no like working for it. It was just like they came in hot and heavy. They're making out. They're doing little pecks at the recoupling. They're acting like boyfriend and girlfriend because they obviously are. Like, you can't play 2024 Love Island viewers anymore. Like, we know a real couple.
Yeah.
When we see one. Like, we know when someone's in a real relationship outside the villa and is just coming onto the villa for show. Katie.
Right.
Joey Essex and Grace. Like, you can't play those games with us. It's in this day and
they're
age.
not even like hiding it well. Like, you're at the hideaway. You guys are kissing without brushing your teeth. So you've done that multiple times. You're holding hands coming back in. It's like no awareness at all. Grace has like repulsed me, her behavior.
And Grace being like, Joey, I think you should tell her we're going to sleep in the hideaway tonight. It's like, no, you're supposed to say, no, Joey, we can't sleep in the hideaway tonight. And then you tell Sam, like, listen, we're going to sleep together on the day beds, but I don't want it to be weird. Like, it's like Joey telling Samantha that they're sleeping in the hideaway is just like, at that point, just rubbing it in Samantha's face even more. Like, that wasn't...
Agreed. It wasn't the telling Samantha about the hideaway. It was not doing the hideaway was the choice to make.
Exactly.
And like the fact that Grace straight up did not care about Samantha being upset. Like, she like laughed a little bit. Like, she is enjoying this, and I need her the fuck off the screen. I dead ass, if we didn't have this podcast, I would turn off this show right now, because like I swear first of all, we're talking about two normal people. That's what Love Island's supposed to be. We got rid of them for Joey Essex, who this is his like 10th reality show. For him and his girlfriend, they found love, so why don't they go home? Well said, Samantha.
I loved that. They're in love, so why don't they go home?
But Samantha's the one that leaves. Like, you guys are like, honestly, producers, like, I'm not happy with you.
Yeah, they're getting just like a little too thirsty for some famous people, like bringing back Katie, Joey Essex. It's like, okay, we get it. Like we all are watching Love Island. You don't need to sell it to us more. Like Joey Essex brought the people. You can let Joey Essex go now. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
like let us have the people who are. It's still week 2. Like there was plenty of time for Samantha to find someone else or to say she's not getting over Joey Essex, even to just be jealous of Joey Essex. Like it makes good TV if that's what she was gonna do. I honestly don't. I think she was gonna try to move on, but the girl didn't even have a full 24 hours to process it and move on. Like I wish that someone else went home. I wish Jess went home. Like I'm sorry, she's tried it with a few people. It's not working out for her. I think Jess feels like she's above these Islanders, which is fine, but like she's not the girl for this show anymore.
Agreed.
She ran her course, you know? But Samantha was just starting because Samantha's been with Joey Essex this whole time, a little subdued, right? She's like on Joey Essex kind of shadow. So I wish Samantha had some time. I think a producer has an ex that was named Sam or Samantha. And he was just like, fuck Sam's. Like, I am getting them fucking off the show.
Totally
and I
makes
think
sense.
he lived to embarrass Sam's. Like, that was the only way I can reason with what happened tonight.
I agree. I do think that Omar choosing Jess over Samantha, I thought he would have chosen Samantha out of like, yo, you just got done dirty and I'm doing you a favor. Not this girl has been with me, been good, nice to me in the villa. Sure, because Samantha probably wasn't. Samantha probably wasn't nice to anybody in the villa.
But I don't think Samantha wasn't talking to those like lowly single islanders because she thought she and Joey Essex were going to ride off to the sunset.
Right.
But now she's a woman scorned. Like now she is, you know, so that's why you give her the chance. Like Omar knows him and Jess are a friendship couple. Or like it would have been nice if Sean picked Samantha, but I think Sean is actually like friendlier with Harriet.
I agree. I mean, no one's really friends with Samantha except for Nicole and Jess. Like, for real.
Yeah.
Because she's just not a friendly girl. Respect.
Right. I see you.
I see you. I would be the same way. Like, she's just not going out of her way to be friendly. She's just to herself or with Joey Essex.
Right. And also making Nicole read that Samantha was going home was another dirty game on the producers. Like, he was literally like, fuck Samantha. Like, it was so bad.
See, those are the little tricks that, and like, schemes that's Love Island. Make your best friend read. But this is just straight up mean. Like, there's no other word for that this is straight up mean. Like, you let this girl get completely fucking embarrassed. Joey straight up used you. You guys knew he had the producers know that he has a girlfriend on the outside. This whole thing was scripted. So they brought her in. Like, it's like they completely, like, threw Samantha out like day old trash.
100%.
It was so sad, dude. Fucking Love Island posted a pic of like Joey Essex sitting by the fire pit, like, sad. Samantha's mom goes, "You ruined my daughter's 2 weeks in the villa. Broken heart."
Oh my god.
Yeah, and I like checked to see if that was really her. Like, it's a photo of her and Samantha as her profile. It's private, but that broke my heart because straight up, like, and she already felt so embarrassed, and then she's going home not even 24 hours after this Grace and Joey. It's despicable.
It's really messed up. Like, honestly, there's 6 more weeks left. Like, she could have made something happen. I thought that was really unfair because she didn't even give anything a shot. Like, she just didn't even have a chance to give anything a shot. Like, I think that the girls, Harriet and Jess, like, okay, they're great TV. I love them for TV. Like, I can see Jess go home, though. Like, I really am over Jess, to be honest. As a viewer, I don't think, like, we're interested in her anymore either. Like, I would think the majority of people would be fine seeing her go home. So I wish it kind of, like, shook out that way. But more than that, like, both Harriet and Jess have tried to make it happen with most Sean, Ronnie, like, Joey at one point. Like, they've tried to make it happen. It hasn't happened. the new bombshells. Like, it hasn't happened for them. So I think it's fair to give Samantha that chance. Like, I wish Omar was like, listen, like, she hasn't really had a chance in here. I'm going to give it to her. I haven't gotten to know her. Maybe we'll vibe as friends or more. Like, I think that was a bad call on his part.
Yeah, I agree. And even it's like the thing that grossed me out too is that this excuse of Grace not wanting to sleep in a single bed. Like, I can't get over that. They're acting as if sleeping in a single bed is a form of torture. Like, she just doesn't want to sleep in a single bed. What did she do the first night?
Right. And like, you're a single person. Like, it's okay. You don't want to sleep in a single bed if you're with someone else, but like, just sleep in there by yourself for one night. Like,
but what are we talking about? This is insane. Like, she doesn't want to sleep. What did you think, Grace, when you came on Love Island? Oh, I gotta make sure I'm not in a single bed. Like, was this your fear? It's acting as if this is a straight up phobia to sleep in the single bed.
No, it's because they are boyfriend and girlfriend. Like, that made it so clear to me. It's like, no, I want to sleep with my boyfriend. Like, why am I not going to sleep with my boyfriend? I'm going to sleep with my boyfriend. Like, the firmness on them just needing to be together 24/7.
Yeah.
It's just so weird. I don't know how anyone isn't buying that they were already dating before, or at least like hooking up. I don't care, but more like recent than a year. And when she talked to Samantha later in the episode, and
just about to talk about
that conversation was so
fucked up.
It just like didn't do what Grace thought it was going to do. Grace thought she was going to look like the nice, like conscientious girl that didn't want to make a girl feel bad, and it looked the opposite. Like, she was like, I wish you told me you like really liked him and you had a thing. It's like, well, Grace, maybe she would have if you asked her.
Exactly.
Like, you didn't care to know because that's your boyfriend. And it was just like,
that was like,
I don't want it to be awkward between us.
She's like, it's gonna be awkward.
Mm-hmm.
Girl, are you dumb? Like, are you just a bitch?
I just really don't think she cares.
Like, her looks are they're her worst enemy. Like, straight up, they do her no justice, because now, like, honestly, her personality is straight up ugly to me. You do not treat anybody like that. Like, that's just like poor treating another human being. You have no care. She was just like, yeah, but we it's hard to deny. It's like the whole conversation with Grace was her justifying Joey and her being all over each other, not the fact that would bother Samantha. Like, she was like, but you have to understand, like, it's really hard not. Samantha's like, no, I get that. I get having chemistry with somebody. Are you fucking dumb?
Yeah, like, that conversation, I think, should have been more about
apologetic
Samantha and Joey's, you know? It was just like, she was just like, let me tell you why me and Joey are so much better suited for each other than you and Joey.
Exactly.
And it's like, no one needs to hear that.
Exactly. I hate when they're like, you could have stayed and given him a chance. Dude, stop gaslighting her. You guys are like both gaslighting her. What do you want her to do? Do you want her to fight for Joey and lose more to you?
Exactly. So she would have given him a chance. He would have mugged her off, and she would have looked even dumber. Like, they wanted her to look as dumb as possible. It was like, it's so weird. Someone has something against Samantha, dude.
Yeah. Bad.
Yeah. Like, in a previous life, I don't know what she did, but she messed with the wrong person at the Love Island crew. Like, she was done one of the dirtiest I've seen in a long time on Love Island.
Right? I mean, can you name a dirtier thing? Like with Curtis and Amy and Mara. Oh God, you watch them like flirt. You watch them like kind of like, do they have something? Amy saw, and she excused herself from the situation. Amy would be the example that she left, and this is kind of the same thing, but not really. But where was I going with this? Oh, I lost my train of thought.
But just like the fact that she was dumped within 48 hours of the recoupling, like of the new couple getting started, like we're meant to believe, by the way, that this couple is just getting started. They have history, but they haven't hooked up in a year. Like, we're supposed to believe this couple that I'm watching with my own 2 eyes and I'm hearing make out with my own 2 ears. This couple is brand new. Like, it's so obvious that it's not. But we're meant to believe that this couple just got together 24 hours ago and then Sam's dumped. Like, Sam doesn't even given a chance. Like, usually the girls that get like dumped like that from their guy, the show at least gives them some redemption, some time to try to find something new. If the very least, like, stare at the couple on the other side of the villa. Like, why isn't Sam given that same courtesy?
It's really weird. We just had a recoupling, so like this was so on purpose. It's like I don't know what they're trying to do with this storyline. It's like the story is already written for the rest of the season. And they're like all chess players. Like, they're just like moving the pieces so that it better not be the Joey Essex show. Like, this is so weird now, and I'm not even. Never even watched him. But imagine watching somebody that you've seen on multiple reality shows come into one of your favorite shows, and like take. You know what I'm saying? Like, take over real people.
Right. Like, it's just like it's time for Joey Essex maybe to excuse himself. Like, maybe he's like, okay, everybody knows my like what? So now Joey Essex is just gonna win Love Island with Grace.
That would be insane. Like, the show would honestly, like, you would be is suicide.
Unless Joey Essex hooks up with a different girl in Casa Amor.
In our dreams.
Yeah. Or better yet, Grace, one of them. But they're not. I could literally write this ending for you tonight.
Yeah.
Final 4. It's gonna be Nicole and Kieran. By this point, I shouldn't even know these couples will make it to the final. We're in week 2.
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I mean? Like, Nicole and Kieran should have gotten broken up, gotten back together a million times by now. Same with Joey Essex. Like, it just, yeah, I'm not liking how they handled that situation. I'm not liking the Joey Essex arch. Like, we're never gonna vote him off. He's always gonna be the popular vote. So when's Joey Essex gonna go home? Like, he's just gonna win.
Yeah. I would hope that it buffs out and he makes his way off of this, because like, this is boring. I'm not trying to watch this fucking like, I don't want to watch them kiss and make out anymore. Like, I really don't. I'm honestly bothered by it.
It's just also not like an interesting storyline because they're already there. We're not watching like Love Blossom. We're watching two people that are already in a relationship, and it's so obvious.
You know what I would love if, and everyone's like, bring back Sam, bring back Samantha for Casa, but then I'm like, but then you would just be bringing them back to the same guys. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What they need to do is put like Sam with like, switch them. So if 5 new guys come in with the girls, like, Samantha should come in with those 5 guys.
Okay.
And then the 5 girls at Casa, like, Sam should come in with them. So it's like 6 guys and 5 new girls. Like, that's the only way it would be cool to like bring back these people, because everyone's like, bring them back, but then they would just be coming back to the same people.
Yeah, and also it's like they'd be at such a disadvantage because they'd be coming out back to the same people who already have established connections.
Yeah, it would be dumb. You need to come back with the Casa people.
Yeah, like, she needed a bombshell. And like, what? So now they're gonna bring a boy bombshell, like, for Jess and Harriet? Like, I don't know. It's just,
I know, like, we were all now rooting for Samantha to then find love. We're not rooting for Jess, because honestly, like, I was like, who would even pick Jess? Because she's clearly not into Ronnie. I didn't even see that fall out.
No, like, I think they both just decided they didn't care anymore. Like, that was, like, I don't even think Jess cares about Ronnie anymore.
Yeah, now that he's on to, like, girl number 3.
Yeah, which is just so embarrassing. But, yeah, I really think it was Jess's time tonight. Like, that made sense. No one would have been up in arms about that.
I agree.
And just thinking about watching it moving forward, like, yeah, Samantha going home, like, to everyone is really like a, oh my God moment. But we have to watch this show 6 nights a week. And I need something to root for.
Exactly.
Because it's not Mimi and Ayo. Like, we don't see them on our screens.
Right.
I forget about them half the time. it's not Jess. It's kind of not Harriet. Like, I love Harriet. I don't even take her seriously anymore.
It's Will and Uma
like,
at this point.
And like, come on.
I know. Like, I'm honestly, like, you kept, like, the bully in to get rid of the girl who just got fucking ran through the mud.
And watching tonight's episode, I'm like, oh, this is Jess's time. This makes sense. This is kind of what I was thinking. The producers are just going to kind of, like, have her leave now.
Yeah.
And I was wrong.
Me too. Me too, dude. Me too.
I mean, honestly, like, what else is there to say about that? But they messed up. We all make mistakes, and I hope they learn from this one.
I don't know. And then there was, like, that news thing that said that, like, there was, I think there's, like, a huge backlash maybe in the villa now after that dumping. Because it was just, like, dumping causes chaos in the villa. Like, I really think people in the villa probably feel the same exact way. You know what also I don't fuck with? Like, Uma being so buddy-buddy with... I know she's trying to be nice to Grace, but it's like, girl, and I know it's Joey we should be mad at, but I don't fuck with, like, Uma being so leaning on Grace. Also, Tiffany's advice to Grace is so bad. Just like Ronnie's advice to Joey is terrible. Like, why are people listening to Ronnie and Tiffany?
Literally.
And Io, like, I don't think you should have to hide it, bro. What? Io, you haven't seen Love Island.
No, you can't figure it out for yourself. You just got so lucky that these girls were blinded by your height. Exactly. So just, like, sit in the back, stay there, be tall. Like, you are, like, honestly, none of these boys should be giving advice to anyone. Like, probably no one on the show should be giving advice to anyone, you know? Like, it's all the blind leading the blind in there. But Nicole, I don't know. I don't know, dude. Like, Uma, I think, is just like, oh, I'm going to be nice to Grace because Grace came in with Will and I'm into Will. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Which, I don't know. I don't respect that because it's just like trying to get in with, like, your boyfriend's friends.
Yeah. That
are girls. Just seems like weird. But it's like, I get why she's doing it. She's just, like, a little immature, I think. And I do think she genuinely likes Will a lot. Yeah, dude, I'm at a loss. Like, I don't even know what to say. I feel unmotivated now for the rest of the season.
Yeah, and it's like, go ahead. I have nothing to say, really.
Sorry, but the drama in the villa, like, who are the Islanders mad at in the villa? Like, are they mad at Omar because he didn't choose Samantha?
Joey.
Or they're mad with Joey?
And what about the conversation with Jess and Joey?
It's just so hard because, like, Jess is on my last nerve, so, like, everything she does annoys me. So I was like, okay, Jess, it's, like, kind of none of your business to be like, well, I wasn't really happy to see you do that. And I was kind of like, well, why the fuck would Joey Essex care what makes you happy or not, you know?
Yeah.
But at the same time, I did like that she was standing up for her friend because, like, obviously they were very close in there. And I would hope my friend would do something like that because I know I wouldn't be standing up for myself. But I also think Samantha can handle her own and do it in a good way. I think that would have, like, kind of embarrassed Samantha, I think, if she heard about that conversation.
I mean, but someone had to, like, really lay this out for Joey. Dude, what are you talking about? Like, are you playing dumb or are you just dumb?
And then what did you think about Joey trying to talk to Samantha when she was leaving and she refused him?
I mean, I'm glad he tried. And Grace, get the fuck away from me. I'm so glad she, like, kicked her to the fucking curb. Get away. Because you had no respect for her, dude.
Exactly. Like, if I were Grace, I would have been like, I'm so sorry. Like, I didn't know it was gonna end in a dumping. Like, something.
But she said that.
Anything. Oh, she did. I missed that.
She said that, and Samantha's like, Grace, like, that's fine, but I don't care.
Oh, really? I missed that completely.
Oh, Grace was like, I'm so sorry, like, and she was, like, hovering over Samantha, and she's like, that's fine, like, that's fine. I just, like, I don't really care. Like, I don't want to hear it. She like, get the fuck away from me.
For Samantha, where was I?
It's in the dressing room. I must have
been staring at my phone. I must have been staring at my phone for that instant because I totally missed that. But which is such a bummer.
It's a good moment.
But good for Samantha.
Yeah.
Good for Samantha. She was like, it's okay. It's not your fault. Because that's what Grace was looking for, you know?
Oh, and she didn't even say that. She was like, yeah, bitch.
I just think Grace and Joey, the only reason they do try to talk to Samantha is just for the optics, which is hilarious because the optics look so bad already.
I know, right?
Like, you would just think Joey Essex was more media trained than this.
But he is media trained. That's why he's pouting alone in the fire pit.
Totally.
That's why he
like
attempted
this.
to talk to Samantha.
Right. Like, I can't see Joey Essex, like, put his hands on his face anymore and look stressed out when...
After kissing her, shit. Dude.
Right.
Jess is like, you just kissed her in front of everyone. That kiss was an accident.
Right. By the way, they act like they pecked one time on the daybeds. They were full on snogging,
But even Grace
out.
was like, oh, what, the peck? Like...
She's like, it was the quickest kiss ever, like, laughing, like, I had no idea it would cause an uproar. Bitch, yes, you did. And it wasn't a quick kiss. Like,
she's rattling
trust
me,
me,
dude. She honestly, like, I felt like anger ever since I watched that episode.
Honestly, Grace is, like, that girl. Like, she's all of our worst nightmares. Like, she's that girl in all of our relationships that has won out and just, like, doesn't give a fuck and, like, acts like she's hot shit. And she's like gorgeous, so you can't say she's not hot shit.
Right.
She's like a gorgeous young model with a great body. So like I have no leg to stand on here. And then my man's picked you. And so it's just like she's everyone's worst fear. So it's like she could be really nice, but the fact that she's not, it's just like it's so easy to hate her. We love to hate her.
Yeah.
Like, I hate to say it.
Yeah, for sure. She's making us hate her. Because she could have... This whole thing could have been done way better with way more class. And this was just straight up classless.
I mean, she... Sleeping in the hideaway. Nail in the coffin.
Gross.
Unnecessary.
And then Joey walks in.
The first night.
Yo, that was great. You guys gotta try that. Joey. Read the fucking room.
That was fucking funny to me. I'm like, yeah, Joey, they would love to, but you just dumped your bird for this one. And you're like, no, it's a great time. Like, really romantic in here. Like, bro.
Is he okay?
Sleep on the daybed. Like, be a real man and sleep on the daybed.
No, you're not a man. You're not a man.
You're not. Like, you're not a real man.
No.
Like, sleep on the fucking daybed. And Grace, I'm sorry, suck it up. I know you're a tall model. You can fit in the single bed. If Will can do it, you can do it.
That bitch is so used to getting everything she wants. I've literally never called a bitch a girl a bitch more in my life. But like, this girl is the straight up definition of a bitch. Like, she's just a bitch. She's just entitled, spoiled, and pretty, and never has said no to in her life.
Mm-hmm.
I'm ripping her to shreds right now.
Yeah, no, she rubbed us the wrong way. Like, she's not coming on this podcast. I'll say that safely.
And for me to be on Samantha's side, which like she bugged the shit out of me, you did something wrong.
But genuinely, like, I think I would have started to like Samantha if she weren't with Joey Essex. Like, I think Samantha with Joey Essex was annoying, but I think Samantha on her own could have been like funny and cheeky and like a good watch.
True. But we'll never know, or they might do like that twist.
Yeah.
I would love to see that, to be honest. I would love to see Sam come in with 5 bombshells and just like fall in love with a little blonde.
Yeah. She needs, but she's going right to London. Like, she is ready to like capitalize on her like influencer career.
Well, you know what? She did win the hearts of America. Just kidding.
So the public is like a big Samantha fan.
Well, yeah, because of how dirty that got played. So honestly, it probably played to her benefit, because
right.
I have a feeling she probably is getting a lot of DMs from guys being like, I can treat you better.
Right.
It's not
like,
hard.
I'd sleep on the daybed for you. Yeah.
It's not
totally
hard. But so I think she'll be fine. I don't know if she would want to ever come back. I think honestly, I would be as mortified. I would honestly go into hiding for about a year.
Easily.
Yeah.
Like, easily.
Okay, so we spent the whole episode talking about that, but it was so wild. I actually can't wait to see the falling out, because I do think there's gonna be like shit.
Yeah.
And like, what's Omar and Sean gonna do?
That's what I'm saying. Like, So you're telling me Sean is still there. You're telling me Sean still talking about sweets. He said something tonight
Strawberry
about
milkshake.
sweets. Can't wait to taste her. I'm like, you're telling me I have to watch this man on my television, but I can't watch Samantha get like
Redemption.
her groove back?
Yeah.
Like it ain't right.
No.
It ain't right.
It's well said. It ain't right.
Mm-mm.
I'm really like not okay. So far, like,
yes,
the producers have done me personally dirty. I feel like this was a personal attack on me.
Yeah, perhaps the producers have something wrong with you.
First of all, you get rid of my lover, Sam.
Yeah.
Dirty. Talk about dirty.
No, they didn't give either of the Sams a chance. Like, they did not give them a chance.
No, they they got scorned by a Sam.
Yeah. So I am interested how it will shake out. I wonder how it will shake out with, like, Nicole and Jess, if they'll have something against Grace. I'm wondering, I'm just wondering. And then, obviously, we're going to have new bombshells in there. And I just really want some guys to go home. So, like,
but what, like for real, like, what am I about to watch? Am I about to watch Joey and Grace, Nicole, and, like, what am I about to watch? There's nothing, like, watch Jess fall in love, Harriet maybe get her guy. What am I about to watch here? Like, for real.
We're just gonna watch reruns of the same episode, because now it's just gonna be Ronnie pinballing from girl to girl. I did think it was funny when the boys were all making fun of Ronnie, just being like, no, I just need to kiss every girl in this villa and then I'll make a decision.
Right.
That was funny. Good on them. But yeah, it's just gonna be more of Ronnie doing that. Harriet just like going for Ronnie, going for the new guy, but not really. It's just gonna be Tiffany with her mouth open and her two arches showing.
It's insane.
So, like, close your mouth. And then like, what's Omar gonna do? What's Sean gonna do? No bombshells are coming in for you guys. I'm so sorry. At this point, they're all coming in for Ronnie, allegedly. So yeah, I don't know. I'm yet again disappointed by the bombshells. Like, we need we just need to, like, we need 5 new guys in and, like, let the chips fall where they may. Like, I don't want one guy. I want, like, 3.
Yeah.
Just men.
That would be dope.
It's raining men. That's what I want.
But we need to get rid of men too, though.
That's what I'm saying. Rain the men, and then, like, survival of the fittest.
Yeah, and then, like, dump, like, 2 of them. Omar
because
and Sean.
I will say, like, goodbye. I will say this season has been so suited to being a man on this show. Like, they have held all the power, essentially.
Haven't they had,
Sam
like, a gajillion recouplings, like, where the guy has chosen?
Right. And this one, again, it's bombshells, then guys choosing, aka, like, girls, you're fucked, because it's going to be the 2 girl bombshells who are going to steal your mans. Then the rest of the boys are going to go. Like, they were gunning for Samantha, Harriet, or Jess was going home. And, like, as soon as they picked that order, the guys and the bombshells choosing, like, they knew that's who was going home.
Yeah.
You know?
Like, I'd honestly love to see Kieran get messy in Casa. I'm bored.
I do think Kieran has it in him to get messy because he's so, like, naive. I just don't think he's had a big of enough temptation yet.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'm, like, not looking forward to the next episode because I really.
They got to bring it.
Yeah, I don't know.
I just can't fathom what we'll talk about tomorrow night. Do you know what I mean? Like, me and you are going to sit here.
That's what I'm saying.
And what are we going to talk about this show? You know?
I'm worried for, like, our careers.
That's what I'm saying. Like, we're trying to bring you guys something, and, like, we can only serve you what we're served. And, like, what are we served right now?
I'm so pissed. Like, when I tell you, I will still be talking about the fact that Jess is there and Samantha's not. Like, we could have just let a bombshell come in, Samantha get all smiley and, like, fall in love. Just kind of like Paige and Jax, where Adam came in and Paige and Adam, whether that was fake or not from Adam, you still rooted for her because she was so upset. God,
right?
Like don't you know how this works? Like, who did you hire this summer?
But think about the last time a girl got played so dirty and then was sent home immediately. Like, it never happens.
Yeah, it's like, are all these interns on ITV like men? Sorry, sexist, but like
1,000%.
Yeah, like
a woman didn't do this.
facts.
Like, it's not possible.
No, it's not. It's not possible at all.
Like, if Molly's mom is behind this, Molly from last season, like the only reason she was on Love Island allegedly,
Yeah.
like, then she should be fired.
There's no way a woman did this. You're so right.
There's no way. This has like, it stinks of men.
It reeks.
It reeks.
All right, well, I'm glad we got to like rant basically on this, because we would have done this on the podcast or without.
Yeah, this was just a giant rant.
This is just a vent sesh.
Yeah. Thanks for joining us.
No, really, facts. Okay, I'll wrap this up, guys. Thank you guys all for listening to Fire Pit Chat, your daily dose of all things Love Island. I'm your host, Demi, and this is Jasmine. We appreciate you listening. If you're watching on YouTube, feel free to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. We're also available as a podcast wherever you get your podcasts, so be sure to leave us a 5-star review and share with your fellow island lover. And we'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.